Get ready for an unfiltered dose of reality straight from the streets. Introducing the Ask a Cop podcast on YouTube. Join Daryl Triplett, a seasoned 30-year vet, and Jeff Blair, a no-nonsense 14-year vet, as they dive deep into law enforcement. They're here to break down barriers and answer your burning questions. Curious? Visit askacop.live. Ask a Cop every Thursday at 8 p.m. Subscribe now at askacop.live. It's time to Ask a Cop.
And hello, everybody. This is your boy, Daryl Triplett, and I'm coming to you live from Ask a Cop. Jeff's off today. He had a work assignment to go to, but you got your boys truly here in the house, holding it down, holding it down. We got a good show lined up for you today, like I said. First off, I want to wish everybody happy Halloween. It's Halloween night. I want y'all to be safe and secure tonight. Again, we're coming to you live on I guess it's a holiday. Is it a holiday? Is it a national holiday? I don't think it's a national holiday, but it is a holiday. And we're here in the studios and we're making it work and we're working the thing out ourselves. But anyway, with that being said, because it is a holiday, I do want you guys to like and share the link here. Share it to your friends, your families, because the Ask a Cop show is about those burning desire questions that you've always wanted to ask a cop. Maybe you just never knew, or maybe you just didn't think of things until just now to ask a cop. But now you have a chance to ask a cop right now live on our chat. So with that being said, that it's holiday weekend, a couple of little disclaimers I want to go over here real quick, and I want to go into with the holidays approaching and Halloween approaching. AskACop.live show would like to offer valuable insights on safety and on safety tricks and treats and practices and steps that law enforcement takes to avoid serious situations and potential deadly situations on Halloween night, which it is tonight. And I got a couple safety rules I got to give to you, because this is what the Ask a Cop show is all about. We're about educating. We're about providing that information to each and every last one of you so you could take back to your families and your loved ones. Believe it or not, we have families all over the world that actually sit down with their families, with their young youth, black, white, Spanish, whatever, and they watch this show. They put it up on their big screen TV in their living room and stuff like that, and they actually watch the show because it's information that we're giving to you live from policing standpoints, through safety standpoints and stuff like that. So number one, when you're out trick-or-treating, do us all a favor, stay visible. Wear your reflective vest. Don't go out there in dark clothing, because it's already, I'm already blind. And you in dark clothing, and it's already dark outside, and God knows you're gonna get hit. So please wear some reflective clothing, okay? So people can see you. Carry a flashlight with you, all right? So you can be noticeable to other drivers and stuff like that. Wave at them, put that flashlight in their face, just like that. Just put that flashlight right in their face here, all right? Okay, sticks. And stick to familiar areas that you're in. Don't be going off down Jason Bourne Lane, Freddy Krueger Highway. Don't be doing none of that stuff, okay? Stay only in visible areas that you know around your neighborhood and your houses that are well lit and on this Halloween season. Do yourself a favor. Do us a favor as law enforcement here. Okay, one other thing here. Number 3, check your candy. Wait until you get home to inspect all your treats that other adults and other people give you, because they've done some shady stuff in the past. So be sure to wait until you get home to inspect all treats with an adult to ensure that they're safe to eat. Also, one more thing. We got 10 of these things to go through, so we're going to get through them. Walk, don't run. Stick to sidewalks and crosswalks to avoid accidents. And always look both ways before you're crossing the street. I mean, what are we, 10 years old? What are we, 5 years old? Actually, yeah, we may be, because we're going to be with 10 and 5-year-olds while we're taking our kids and stuff like that out trick-or-treating. So, okay, you got me. All right, stay with the group. Always travel. Listen, animals know this. Stay in a pack. Stay tight. These motherfuckers trying to get you out there. All right? Stay in a group. Travel with friends or family members. And never, ever, ever trick-or-treat alone. You want to come up missing? Trick or treat alone, see what happened. All right. Beware of, oh, this is a good one. Number 6, beware of costume strangers. Okay, beware of costume strangers. These are avoid entering any stranger's home or vehicle and taking candy or directions from strangers. I mean, duh, that goes without saying, but it happens every year. And people come up missing every year on trick or treat night and assaulted and stuff like that. So we don't want that to happen to you. So beware of costume strangers. As strangers that's dressed up in a costume to commit criminal acts. Okay. Avoid masks that obscure vision. So when you have your mask on and stuff like that, that's fine to have them on, but make sure you can damn see so you don't walk down a damn pothole where this damn worker done left the damn pothole uncovered, and now you damn in under the damn city somewhere. So be sure to wear masks that don't obscure your vision. Thank you guys for coming on in here. Everybody like and share the link. Everybody like and share the link. We're going over some Halloween safety tips right now, being that it's Halloween day today, tonight, right now, 8 o'clock. These kids are going to be out trick-or-treating. Okay, watch out for hazards. Be cautious of props and poles and tripping and hazards, especially in low lights. All right, because people got they hanging their Christmas lights up now, and they got all types of stuff going on right now. So be careful of different hazards and stuff like that. Follow curfews. Checking your area to see if there's a curfew for trick or treat, and wrap up your activities accordingly. So if there's a curfew for your trick or treating and stuff like that, and they say 10 o'clock, that's it, then I guess 10 o'clock, that's it. Wrap that shit up. I don't know what to tell you. All right. Trust your instincts. Oh, that's it. That's it right there. If something feels wrong or unsafe, leave the area and get help from a trusted adult or a police officer. All right. So that's it right there. Trust those instincts, trust those guts, people, and you'll be just fine. Well, folks, again, like I said, those are our safety tips right there for the trick-or-treaters out there. I hope you have a great Halloween. I hope you have a great Thanksgiving coming up. I believe, disclaimer, Thanksgiving's on a Thursday. We will not be airing on that Thursday. We may do a pre-recorded show, or the producers may have us skip that Thursday altogether. I'm not sure yet. The higher bus have not told me yet. So just be careful, and while you're out there Halloweening and trick-or-treating and stuff like that. And just know that we love you. We're here for you. And anything that we can do for you on the Ask Cop Show is just a simple click away. Well, again, people, we've come to that time of the show where we have to give, again, another moment of silence, 1 minute of silence to our fallen heroes. We have 4 more fallen heroes that I'm sad to report to say. And we will dedicate 1 minute of our show to these fallen heroes, because they're nothing less than fallen heroes is what they are. So we're going to go to a 1 minute brief silence for our heroes. Okay, and we're back from our brief one moment of silence for our fallen heroes. Hi, I really enjoy your streaming and follow you for that reason. I can help promote to reach 1,000 tomorrow and earn at least $1,000 a day. Hey, thank you, but no, thank you. We're good. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Hey, Earl, what's up? What's up? No, you know what? I didn't know if, I don't know. I didn't think Halloween was a holiday. I don't know. Yeah, I know it's not a national holiday. I do know that much. But thank you for joining in. Thank you for tuning in. Everybody like, subscribe to the channel, like, subscribe, please. So again, yeah, we're going to take always a moment of silence, and we're going to always honor the fallen heroes that have given their life to us. And again, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but hey, when people are saying that, hey, crime's down. We talk about this every week. Crime's down, crime's down, crime's down. But clearly, crime isn't down. All right, we got 4 more officers that it's a consistent thing. And I know that that's inherent part of the job, the dangers of the job. But however, again, I will say this, and thank God this election's almost over. Quit using it as a soundbite in your political campaigns that crime is down, when crime is clearly not down. All right. There's still plenty of work to do in the crime area in the United States of America. If you don't believe me, just turn on the damn news. Just turn on the news. Okay. So real quick, we got to go pay some bills real quick with a quick pause for our sponsors for the show, which is Tallman Pools. We want to thank Ed Tallman and Tallman Pools for sponsoring the show and making this show available to you. Without them, there will probably be no Ask a Cop, because that's how we pay our bills. All right. So we're going to take a minute real quick, and we'll be right back right after this quick message from Tallman Pools. Don't touch that dial.
With over 50 years of experience and a perfected 100% American-made manufacturing process, Tallman Pools sets the standard for excellence in fiberglass pools, spas, and tanning. With over 50 years of experience and a perfected 100% American-made manufacturing process, Tallman Pools sets the standard for excellence in fiberglass pools, spas, and tanning ledges. That's right, our pools aren't just pools, they're works of art, meticulously crafted to bring beauty, relaxation, and endless enjoyment to your backyard. And when it comes to quality, Tallman Pools doesn't cut corners. Ready to take the plunge? Contact Tallman Pools today at 770-478-2257 or shoot us an email at contactus@tallmanpools.com. Visit us at 8993 Tara Boulevard, Jonesboro, Georgia 30236. Tallman Pools, where luxury meets craftsmanship.
Next one when I tell you to. Okay, and we are back, folks. All right, thank you to our sponsors at Tallman Pools. Because without them, there would be no us, and that's very important. Okay, so people, we got a show lined up for you today. Now, I don't know what y'all gonna think about this show today, but I'm telling you, we got a hot topic lined up for you today, and we're gonna push on, and we're gonna see exactly, exactly what I'm talking about here. But before we get started there, we're gonna start off with we're gonna hop into our trivia of the day. So here we go. All right. Our first question that we have, remember, we're playing for t-shirts, these nice Ask a Cop t-shirts right here. All right, here we go. These nice Ask a Cop t-shirts right here. Remember that we are giving these away for the winners of the trivia questions here, and we'll bring you up here. And I see Earl on. I see some other people on. Hey, you guys, come on in. Everybody like and share the link. Like and share the link here, please. Like and share the link. Okay, let me get myself set up here correctly here. Okay, here we go. My chat's right here. My overlays are on. Okay, here we go. All right, Earl. Thank you, Earl. Thank you so much. So, all right, first one. What kind of merchandise? Oh, listen, if y'all don't know this, we got a problem. All right. What kind of merchandise can be found on the Ask a Cop website? Okay. Letter A, underwear, watches, and keychains. Maybe. B, Ask a Cop podcast apparel. C, police gear. So which one of these do you think is correct? A, B, or C? Underwear, watches, and keychains. B, Ask a Cop podcast apparels. C, police gear. Which one do you guys think? Which one do y'all think? A, B, or C? We're going to give you a few more minutes and we're going to go on with the drum roll. Earl said it's not a holiday. Yeah, I didn't think it was a holiday, Earl. I'm sorry about that. I did think it was a holiday at first, but hey, what can I say? A, B, or C? Anybody out there? A, B, or C? Okay, here we go. Drum roll, please. The correct answer is, let's see here. The correct answer is, of course, B, Ask a Cop podcast apparel here. All right, Ask a Cop podcast apparel. All right. Okay. I know everybody's out Halloween and trick-or-treating today, so, but we still got to be here in the studios. This is how dedicated we are. Okay, let's go on to the next one here. Okay. How can social media be used to enhance community policing? How can social media be used to enhance community policing? Anybody? No one yet? Everyone's trick-or-treating today. Okay, letter A, by providing a platform for communications, sharing information, and building relationships with the community. A. B, by enforcing traffic laws. C, by tracking criminal activity in real time. Which answer do you think is correct? How can social media be used to enhance community policing? I'll give them to you one more time. A, by providing a platform for communications, sharing information, and building a relationship with the community. B, by enforcing traffic laws online. C, by tracking criminal activity in real time. Okay? All right. Drum roll, please. The correct answer is A, by providing a platform for communications and sharing information and building relationships with the community is correctamundo. All right, that is correct. I like throwing paper at the camera, if you can't tell. Okay, next one. All right, here. Okay, here we go. What unique approach? Oh, here we go. What unique approach does Daryl Triplett use in his comedy podcast? A, heavy stares and heavy satire and sarcasm. If you know me. B, a blend of humor with real life experiences to discuss serious issues in a relatable way. C, political commentary. It's actually not a bad one. I'll take that one. All right. What unique approaches does Daryl Triplett use in his comedy podcast? A, heavy satire and sarcasm. I've been told that I can be very sarcastic. B, a blend of humor with real life experiences to discuss serious issues in a relatable way. And C, Political commentary. Which one do y'all think? A, B, or C? And the correct answer is B. A blend of humor with real life experiences to discuss the serious issues in relatable ways is the correct answer, because I'm just that dude. All right. Yep, but that's the correct answer. Okay. So, people, I want to implore you again. Have a very safe and happy Halloween. Okay, so if you were the winner of any of these contests, which none of you were right now, all right, you could have emailed info@askacop.live, and the contest winner would have been filled out his information, his shirt size, and his address and stuff like that, and we would have sent you a t-shirt. All right, but since no one won it, no one gets a t-shirt. See if you hurt my feelings. All right, folks, we got to have fun here. We got to have fun. So this next one is so unbelievable, man. Let me tell you something. There's going to be a lot of people out there that's going to be sort of pissed off behind this one, but I've had a chance to sort of watch a slide, and I will. Again, this is about a 45-minute to an hour and a half body cam footage of this situation that we're going into. Our producers have taken it down to 5 minutes and some change, something like that, so that we're not here all night long, and that we can go ahead and we can, sort of hit the key points of it. But you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. I'll set the stage for you. Now, some of you may have read about this. I certainly just found out about this, and this is about a young boy who called the police on his mama and gave them, I think it was like 100 grams of methamphetamine when the police came to the door. You don't believe me? Here we go. Let's check it out.
Hello. How are you? Well, thank you. So, we were called to come check on your son.
Okay, yeah, he's on my phone in the bathroom for like an hour.
Can I come in and talk to you?
A 9-year-old boy was filled with tears as he turned in his own mother, handing over to police a 100-gram bag of meth found in her bedroom.
You found this stuff, right? Where did you find it at?
Under the nightstand.
On accident?
Yeah.
Where was it at?
Under the nightstand.
What's that?
Under her nightstand.
Under her nightstand. So that would be in the bedroom that she sleeps in?
Yeah. For like an hour.
Can I come in and talk to you?
Sure, yes. What is going on?
I have no idea.
I have no idea what that is.
Well, you just handed it to me.
Okay, I don't know.
The child's mother was identified as Kendra Long. According to police, Long's son discovered the drugs, locked himself in a bathroom, then called his father with an iPad.
So this is your child?
This is my baby. Yes, he's been in the bathroom for an hour.
Well, I guess when he was on FaceTime with Tony, he was showing Tony this stuff that he found in the house.
I don't even know what that is.
Some parents is like, I will whoop his ass if my child did that to me. But my whole thing is, real quick, we'll get back to the video in just a second here, is that kid could have easily ingested that. That kid could have easily touched that crap and really been taken out of here like that for it. So it's really dangerous shit to be having them just laying around in your house unattended like that where your kid could find it. So that's really, 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 that's important. And if that was my child, if me and the mother was separated and that was my child, we got to put this in perspective here. If that was my child, I would have called the cops too. I'm sorry. Because anything could have happened to our kid. All right, yeah, it's all fun and games until it ain't, till we laying there on the floor, a convulsion. And then, but a lot of people is giving this kid like, you damn snitch. This kid's a snitch. He snitched out his own mother, blah, 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 blah. Somebody's like, she should have put him back up in there. It's just crazy stuff that people be saying, man. But I'm telling you right now, this ended in a bad way for her, but it could have been a very worse situation altogether. All right.
Well, I don't even know what was happening. I know that my kid went in the bathroom and for an hour.
Quit playing
and I've been
stupid.
like, what's wrong? We were having a popsicle, playing Fortnite, and
Right.
all of
And there was nobody else home? Nobody else is
nobody
here?
lives here.
So all this stuff in this house is yours?
This is all my, yeah.
So everything in the house is yours?
Well, this is my house.
Okay.
And you and your mom are the only two people that are here right now?
Yes.
All right. Any idea who do you think left the stuff here?
Her friend, which his nickname is Poncho, but his real name is Alfonso.
This kid is sort of a little bit of a rant. Okay, I will tell you this. Pancho, Alfonso, he's giving up everything. This kid should have been a detective or something. I'll tell you that right now. He's giving up the goose right there. I'm telling you that. Damn.
Okay.
Back inside the house, Kendra Long insinuates her son may have been coached to say negative things about her from her ex-husband.
I don't even know what your son has said. I've been in here with you and Officer Engel and Officer Hanson the whole time. So it's not like I'm sitting here listening, trying to figure that out. I know you kind of try and keep listening, which is understandable.
Be honest, yeah, you're in some trouble. You
That
know,
what?
you're in some trouble.
I'm in trouble?
Yeah, you're in some trouble. And honesty,
I'm in trouble?
well, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
you in trouble, bitch. Yes, you.
from our point of view, the door opens and hands me what could be a couple ounces of methamphetamine
First of all, I don't.
that came from your house.
I'm freaking out right now.
100%.
Look, you can freak out all you want. The fact of the matter is, your kid just handed this cop some meth. Now, where the hell would he get that from? Ain't your room under your bed. You are in control. You're supposed to be in control of your house. All right? I don't know what to say. You're going to be in some trouble. I just had this conversation with one of my children who was in the car with some people smoking weed and stuff like that. He doesn't smoke weed, but he was in the car with some people that smoke weed on a trip that they were going to. So he couldn't really get out, and he was about 600 miles away. So, but anyway, I told him, I said, listen, you got to be careful doing that because it's called constructive possession in Georgia. All right. And that's the same thing with your house there. If those drugs are in your home, then you knew or you should have known, or everybody in that house could possibly face charges. It's called constructive possession. All right. That means if I say, okay, suspect A, are these your drugs? No. Suspect B, are these your drugs? No. Suspect C, are these your drugs? No. Suspect D, are these your drugs? No. Okay. So this whole table full of cocaine, and it's nobody's cocaine on the table. All right. Everybody took the charge. Everybody get a charge. We'll be like Oprah and that bitch. You get a charge. You get a charge. You get a charge. You get a charge. So it's called constructive possession. So why they're telling her that she's in trouble is not beyond reach. That's not a stretch. This is your house. You should know or should have known that this shit was in there, right? It ain't like you out at a public restroom when he comes back and find this. This is in your home. This is what he's setting her up for.
So everything we do and everything that we say is always recorded. We have body cams on right now. It's recording you crying, and
I'm not crying.
I know, but startled, upset. And I don't believe that you don't know what it is. He claims he found it under your nightstand. I guess you were having him look for a wallet or something earlier, and he happened to stumble upon it while he was looking for something for you. Now,
I have never in my life, I don't even know.
okay. Now, Kendra, I talked to CPS before I talked to you. I guess they talked to you back in December.
Yeah.
And there's been 3 cases.
Yes, there's been a lot, yeah.
We're talking like normal people. And the case back then that they investigated, that was unsubstantiated, was possible use of illegal narcotics that they were investigating. That's a pretty large amount of methamphetamine.
I don't know what you're, honestly, I've been
So-
sitting here talking to the other one this whole time.
Right.
And I don't have any idea what this is.
Okay.
I don't have
But
any
this is your
idea.
house.
This is my house.
Right. That's your cup right there, right?
This is my everything.
Right.
Yes.
Right. So the legal standard usually is this is your house, everything in the house that you have possession over. And if we get something that you can technically be.
So I would be asking her, how long have you been in this house? I've been here a year. Okay. When you moved your dresser in that he found this under, was there any methamphetamines under your dresser? No. All right. So at some point in time, this methamphetamine walked into your house. And that's what he's trying to tell her. It almost doesn't even matter if she's telling the truth or not, right? Because we all know she's not. I mean, I can guarantee you right now, in my room, under my dresser, there's no methamphetamines. There's no crack, there's no cocaine, there's nothing like that. So I can guarantee you already that she's bullshit. She's lying, whatever. I mean, it is what it is. But you got to play the game, and you got to our thing is not just accusatory. We have to build a case. That's the thing about the law and justice system in America, is that we can't just go around slapping cuffs on people. Because I've had people come up to me and say, I want him arrested right now. Well, don't really go that way. All right. We got to have what we call probable cause. We have to sort of build a case for the prosecutor's office to actually prosecute this case. This is why he's telling her, hey, everything that you are saying is being recorded. They do Mirandize her. Okay. They do Mirandize her, and they do read her rights. I don't know if they got that in there or not. They may have cut that part out, but they did Mirandize her. So I know some people will watch this later and be like, oh, they didn't even read her rights. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. They read her rights. All right, here we go.
If this is drugs or whatever, this is not mine, and I don't know what else to tell you.
So would you be willing to take a urine test?
I'm not willing to do anything. I have a child.
I was just asking you.
No.
Uh-oh. Did y'all hear what he said? Okay, well, if it's not yours, would you be willing to take a urine test? And what'd she say? Nah, I'm good. I'm good. I ain't doing that one. Here we go.
So you wouldn't be willing to do a urine test tonight?
No, nothing.
For any like methamphetamines, cocaine?
I'm not willing to do anything right now because my ex-husband put so many...
But if you're clean, it's going to help your case, though.
Why do I have a case?
So just because we've been here for a while now and we've restricted your movement, that you do have the right to remain silent.
Me?
If you give up that right, you can say anything you say can will be used against you in a court of law. I just want to read this to you. Since we're restricting your...
Please quit doing the dingy woman thing. Okay, stop it. Stop it. Stop being stupid. Jesus.
Allowing you to go upstairs. You have the right to speak with an attorney for any questioning and have an attorney present while you answer any questions. If you cannot afford an attorney, will be appointed and provided at no cost. But at this point, you are going to be placed under arrest for possession of a controlled substance.
I'm literally on...
I understand. You can disagree all you want. That's fine. I
don't understand this.
You have shoes?
I know. I don't understand this. Like, literally, who can I talk to? Your sergeant or something? This is not my stuff. This is not... I did not do a crime. This is not anything.
Okay. When we read you your rights... Okay, so let me explain this here real quick. Everybody goes, I was driving down the street, cops pulled me over. My driver's license was expired or suspended, and I didn't have no insurance, and blah, 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 blah. And they locked me up, right? But I'm going to get off because they didn't read me my rights. And they didn't even read me my rights. Blah, 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 blah. They didn't read me my rights, right? So let me tell you the rule on this here. I don't have to read you your rights, not unless I'm doing what we call accusatory questioning. Okay, what does that mean? Accusatory questioning. I'm asking you things like, did you shoot him? How many times did you shoot? Where are you coming from? Is this drugs yours? How did he get the drugs? What time did you notice the drugs? When I'm asking you questions like that, then I have to Mirandize you. Okay, accusatory questioning. If you got a warrant for your arrest, or there is a traffic violation, and I'm not asking you any accusatory questioning, I don't have to Mirandize you. I can just lock you up. All right, you already know your license is suspended, your insurance is suspended. You already know you shouldn't be damn driving, all this other stuff. So what they're doing here in this case is, since they've been asking her questions, all right, which they should have Mirandized her far before this, I would have. All right, far before this point, because they're stopping her movement. They're asking her accusatory questioning. They're saying, well, how's this? How is that? All that other good stuff. What's up, Lucy? How you doing? And they're asked all of these other questions, and they're asking accusatory questioning. So at this stage of the game, they should have been asked or read her Miranda warnings. Now, it's already like 30 minutes into it, and they're just now reading her Miranda rights. All right, here we go.
I'm honestly going to tell you who I think is I can tell you who I think it is.
Now she's snitching. Do you hear what she said? I could tell you who I think it is, blah, 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 blah. See, now she's snitching now. Here we go. All right. It always comes out. Now she's snitching.
I am not understanding what's happening right now. This is not.
But you and your son live here. You told me
I have
that.
a boyfriend that has access to my front door.
They let them both go to avoid the 9-year-old seeing his mom carted off to the back of the squad.
Now, see, this is the part I don't understand. When do we do that? So Lucy, if you're just getting started here, the scene is little boy finds drugs under mom's dresser. He was looking for a wallet or something like that, found a whole big bag of methamphetamine. He finds the bag of methamphetamine, goes, runs, locks himself in the bathroom, calls his dad on an iPad. Dad goes, oh shit, call the police right now. The police come to the door, ding dong. The mother opens the door and the kid goes, ha, here you go. And the police is like, oh, okay, thank you. Hands the police a big bag of methamphetamine. So that's where we are right now. So now the mom was like, I don't know where that came from. I don't know whose methamphetamine those are. And then now it comes to, well, I could tell you who I think they may be. All right. So now she about to start snitching too.
The officers later cuff Long as she continues to make.
Oh, and one more thing. When the hell, okay, and this is this crap I'm talking about here. When the hell do we start letting the little boy go before we cuff her, and so that it won't be a traumatic event for the little boy to cuff? Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, I've done that sometimes. But I do it for everybody, not just white folks, black folks, Spanish folks, whatever. I sometimes do it for everybody. But as a common practice, we generally don't do that. All right, you're under arrest, click, whatever. And whoever sees it sort of sees it. Lucy says, oh, yeah, I've heard of, oh, you heard of this, Lucy? Yes. Yeah. So, a lot of people's like, I'd have snatched the drugs out the kids. For the love of me, I don't know why the mother did not take the drugs from this kid before she opened the damn door. They would have been none the wiser. The cock goes ding dong. She opens the door. The kid's standing right there, and he just hands the cops the bag of drugs. Now, maybe Lucy needs, or not Lucy, I'm sorry. Maybe this woman needs help or something like that. So God just sort of worked it out that way. But I'm telling you right now, I don't understand how that one happened right there. Here we go.
She had no idea how the bag of meth ended up in her house. Police then drive her off to jail. According to local reports, police arrested Long for drug trafficking and child abuse. She posted a $25,000 bond that same day. According to 8 News Now, prosecutors found text messages showing Long was dealing drugs from her home while her son was present.
Okay, you hear that? They subpoenaed her phone, got her phone records, which is all part of the investigation. All right, all part of the investigation. What did she say? What did she say here? Hey, sweetie, done with candy handouts and have the. Hey, I know that's right, Lucy. Have one for me too, because I'm about to go have me one right now, as soon as after the show is over with. Okay, Lucy also says, call me silly, but let's not break the law and won't need to worry about getting arrested in front of a kid. Yeah, and especially when it's your own kid when it's your own damn kid that turns you in. And this kid was freaking hysterical. This kid's not making this crap up. And I don't believe that his father, what did the father do? Like, they're separated. The father didn't break into the house, store the drugs up underneath the dresser, and then creep back out the house. Nah, this bitch is a drug dealer. And that's fine, but when you get caught, you got to do the time. I mean, it's just that simple. So you just got to do what you got to do. But yeah, that's it. I mean, it is what it is. And they found the text messages in her phone now saying that she's a drug dealer. This is not, that much drugs is not for recreational use. I promise you that. You'll be dead.
2 years probation, which prosecutors say she violated months later. She has since been sent to an inpatient drug treatment program and will remain on probation.
Okay, so there you have it right there. Okay, there you have it right there. All right, she's out of control. All right, this chick is out of control, and it is what it is. All right, it just is what it is. I'm a fair believer in being fair all the way down the line, because this could have ended up bad. This could have ended up bad for this kid. This could have ended up bad all the way around. And I don't want to hear this crap that, oh, the dad set her up, all that other stuff. What did my girl say? Lucy says, that kid deserves the key to the city. He does, Lucy. I'm with you on that. That kid does deserve the key to the city. This kid's gonna be something when he grows up. I'm telling you that now. But listen, I'm telling you this here. And I have a soft spot in my heart for people who are struggling with drug addiction, because it is a addiction. It's a medical dependency that you have to shake some way, and some people are not strong enough to do it. I'm telling you now, there's been members of my family that has been fucked up, just like there's members of y'all's family out there that's fucked up also. And I can tell you right now that it is no laughing matter when we're talking about drug dependency and stuff like that. Now, I think this mother is more of selling drugs versus using them, but maybe she's using them too, because remember at the beginning of the movie she said they was like, well, do you want to take a urine test? She's like, no, nigga, I'm good. She's like, no, I'm good. I'm not taking no urine test. So I'm sure she's probably using them too, but at the end of the day, it is a fucking dependency, a horrible dependency that you've got to kick, you've got to beat some type of way. And I'm telling you now, if you don't beat it, it will beat you. All right. If you don't beat it, it will beat you. So the next thing that, man, Lucy, you crazy as heck, man. I love our people. I love our people right here. What did Lucy say next? Let me see. Let me go back to chat here. Lucy said, my girl said, okay, she says, I'm a nurse and I feel the same, but mom doesn't care. She's all about the dollars. Absolutely. Absolutely. She doesn't care because, again, like I said, if that 10-year-old kid would have ingested those methamphetamines, that could have been deadly for that kid. And then what then? And then everybody's all sad and teary-eyed at the funeral and all that other stuff. Well, hell no, that could have been avoided right there. All right. So no, I agree with Lucy that, yeah, I feel sorry for her too. But at the end of the day, you trying to come up on the money. All right. You're dealing drugs or whatever, and your ass got locked up for it. You got caught with your hand in the cookie jar. This is the most stupidest way I've ever heard of anybody getting caught with their hand in the cookie jar. But God dang it, you did it. You got caught with your hand in the cookie jar, and you got turned in by the same child you birthed out your cooch. You don't see that every day. I promise you, you don't. But yeah, it's crazy. I mean, and it just goes to show that it's all gang related. the drugs, the gangs, the criminal activity. Like I was watching a YSL trial today, and he changed his plea from not guilty to guilty, and on a bunch of stuff and stuff like that. And I'm telling you now, that trial, and like I'm sure with this young lady's trial, will probably be a circle jerk, because they did read her Miranda, the Miranda rights. They did read it to him about 30 minutes later on into the thing, and then they would have to go through and re-ask her all of those questions again. But that could present some type of a little bit of a challenge there. Not enough to get the case thrown out, I don't think so, but it could present some type of a little bit of a challenge there. Because they should have Mirandized her as soon as they started asking her accusatory questioning in the state of Georgia. So that's what I know about. But as far as speaking of, let me see here. Speaking of Halloween Patrol and policing and politics, here we go here on this here. So on one of the things that I love to dive into, we're going to get into the YSL thing for just a little bit, because I have been watching that and following that. It is Halloween, so please be careful out there. And that includes police too. Please be careful out there. Let me see. Lucy said, "Oh no, oh my God, that's not good." Right. What's not good, Luce? What's not good? Tell me what's not good. Maybe I'm lost on something here. So while you're typing, I'll go on with this here. So Halloween Patrol and police and politics. So understanding OCGA, producer, let me know when she types again here, so I can see it here, please, because I gotta get to doing some reading here, because we got about 20 minutes left in the show. Understanding OCGA, you hear me? Okay, yeah. Understanding OCGA laws on advanced patrol tactics and police community relations. The legal perspectives on holiday patrol, Halloween patrols, political influences in the YSL trial debates. Okay. One of the things that we're going to do, we're going to outline on this presentation. So producer, if you can just go to slide number 2, up top there, if you just click on, that's all right. I got it. Slide number 2. Okay. Objectives. Explain the relevance of OCGA codes for police patrol tactics and targeted arrests. We're going to go through this pretty quick. Detail the roles of OCGA and specialized operation like Halloween patrols, like it's Christmas patrols and stuff like that. You could speak. Oh, Lucy says, oh, about the Miranda rights. Yes. So yeah. So what's crazy about it is that when they first open the door, ding dong, kid goes, hey, he just hands the cop this bag of drugs, right? And then the cops just go in like, hey, your husband called 911, and they start asking her all these accusatory questioning before they even Mirandized her. And then about 30 minutes into it, they finally was like, oh, hold on, we're stopping her movement. We're asking all these accusatory questioning. Let's Mirandize her. So they Mirandize her. And then they continue to ask her the accusatory questioning. So everything before the Mirandi is subject to be thrown out. Okay? But the good news is, once they Mirandize her, and then going forward from that point, all that is admissible, if that makes any sense to you. So what you do on stuff like that, because I've interviewed people before, I'm like, oh God, I forgot to Mirandize them. And you got to start all over again. Okay? You just simply have to start all over again. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be against you in the court of law. You have the right to an attorney. You have the right to have an attorney there while we question you, blah, 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 blah. If you can't afford an attorney, the courts provide you one. Do you understand your rights? Okay? Yes or no, right? Do you want to talk to me? Yes, no. Okay. You want to talk? Okay, fine. And then you ask her all that stuff again, and then that puts it into court, which she would be very stupid to answer anything from that point. After that, after 30 minutes into this thing, Okay. I don't know what the hell she's thinking of. All right. Okay. All right. Let's get back to our slides here real quick. Okay. Number 2. So we're going to provide Q&A discussions on public perceptions, and we're going to review the arguments and for against a mistrial in the YSL case. Now, we know as of today, I don't think it's going to be a mistrial because they're talking about entering plea deals and stuff like that. Okay, slide number 2.1. I got to remember to turn these slides here. So we're a little short-staffed tonight. Okay, slide number 2.1. We're going to go through them really quickly here. Explain the relevance of OCGA. Review Georgia statutes impacting advanced patrols, detailing use of force guidelines, procedures for detailing suspects in tactical patrols. Well, why do we have to do that? It's because there's a bunch of weirdos and there's a bunch of pedophiles and lawbreakers out there that we have to beef up our patrols, that we have to put undercover officers out in the parks and stuff like that while the kids are trick-or-treating, looking for the bad guys and stuff like that. Understand community policing laws and specific codes like loitering, prowling, and that allows for preventative patrols on Halloween. So we address a lot of the quality of life, community initiatives, quality of life initiatives like loitering and prowling. Hey, what are you doing here, buddy? Do you live here? Is this your house? Okay, where are you going to? Blah, blah, blah. You got your ID with you now. The thing with loitering and prowling, if you don't have a criminal charge with it, they can just simply tell you to go pound sand. Because there's no law that when you're walking or just standing around that you got to have an ID on you. Now, if it's driving, that's a different story. You got to have a Georgia license, or you got to have that state license with you while you're driving, or some type of license while you're doing it. But if you're just loitering around and just sort of acting funky and weird and stuff like that, and you're approached by the cops, yeah, we could talk to you. There's nothing wrong with that. Do you have to talk to us? No. Do cops get butt hurt when you say go fuck off? Absolutely. Absolutely, they do. But really, by law, there's really nothing you can do. It's a sidewalk there. It's a public street, blah, 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 blah. It's Halloween patrol. We're going to have an increase. So I tell them all this here. Fine, you don't have to talk to me. You don't have to talk to me one bit. All right, producer, let me know if anybody else says anything on it. You don't have to talk to me one bit. But guess what? While you standing here, so are we. We're going to make a police precinct right here. We're going to get the coffee, the donuts. We're going to have the red and blue lights going, the whole thing. Because you ain't going to kidnap no kid on my watch. All right? You ain't going to rape no woman on my watch. All right? So it's just that simple. Okay, so fine. You can stand here all day long, dope boys and stuff like that. Guess what? We're going to have a car stop workshop right here on this corner then. And you better not interfere. All right? So there's more than one way to skin a cat. All right. Examine how political pressures can influence policing, especially in high-profile cases, and the legal protection officers have in maintaining impartialities. So we're seeing a lot of this in this YSL case, right? So that is just no, I'm not going to read that Devin stuff because that's just a solicitation. So anybody, this is a public thing, so anybody who comes to our channel can get that. Okay, so one of the things that they were saying in the YSL case was that they thought that there was some misconduct by the police. Now, they're going to always say that. They're going to constantly always say that, all right? So, that rings about as well as a wet bell and under a pillow, right? So they're going to always say that. But you got to be careful of that when you're talking about law enforcement and stuff like that. We're going to outline the reasons against for a mistrial to promote the discussion on fair and judicial practices and publicize cases like this. Now, okay, OCGA 17-4-20. So we'll talk about the use of force, and we talk about this regularly. And the reason why we talk about the use of force so regularly is because that's where a lot of people have problems with the police. Okay, and 17-4-20 use of force explanation defines when an officer may use force to make an arrest or defend themselves, especially on active patrol. So usually, we're the ones that's going to the hot calls. We're the ones that's stopping the the little pedophile jerk behind the garbage can, jerking off the people and stuff like that. And if they decide to fight us, this is the section code that gives us the authority to use force in order to apprehend them or whatever. Okay, so 17-4-20 is the code section for use of force. For patrol procedures is 17-4-23. Patrol procedures, it covers the procedures for stopping and questioning and detaining individuals, establishing a guideline for patrol engagements. Okay, so yeah, this guy may not have done anything as of yet, but he's standing outside of a store that's closed at 3 o'clock in the morning. He's looking in the windows. He's got a crowbar in his hand, whatever the case may be. This section code gives us the authority to, in the procedures, for stopping and questioning individuals who's acting suspicious and stuff like that. Okay. Number 4. Okay. OCGA 35-3-33, community policing. It emphasizes the collaboration with communities for events like Halloween, Christmases, Thanksgiving, stuff like that, and balancing public safety with community trust. All right. Now, this next section code is a criminal section code because that's the 1600 code. 1611-37 applies to Halloween patrol by allowing officers to stop individuals showing suspicious behavior, which is loitering and prowling. Okay, we just talked about that right there, loitering and prowling. So, I mean, if you're out in front of your home and you're standing out there, just, I don't know, that would be weird, but to me still, but I guess you could. If you just want to stand out in front of your home and look at the kids go by and whatever, it's still a little suspect to me, but it can happen, you know, and be a good person doing it. It can happen. But just be careful of that. And if the police come up and question you about it, I understand they got a tough job to do. Cut them some slack, you know, explain what you're doing out there. Hey, officer, I live right here. You know, I know you guys got a rough job to do or whatever. So, you know, I'm not loitering and prowling. This is my property, you know, blah, 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 blah. Okay. All right. Number 5. Okay, police and the government politics, we already know that should not be. Okay, section 45-11-4, influence and integrity, specifies that police actions must not be used unduly influenced by political entities, ensuring fair enforcement across demographics. We know that happens. We know that happens all the time. Let's just keep it real. All right. You got the mayor coming up to you saying, hey, I want you to do A, B, and C. Well, mayor, that's your political opponent. I don't care. I'm the mayor. You're going to do this. You're going to do that. And if you want to keep your job, blah, 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 blah. It happens. All right. But guess what? 45-11-4, all right, influence and integrity says it should not, and it's against the law if it happens. All right. Now, getting that mayor or that political figure prosecuted for it is going to take an act of God, but it can happen. I know about this all too well. 16, criminal. Remember, anything 16, criminal. 16-10-93, targeted prosecution limitation. Establish legal boundaries for targeting suspects based on political pressure. What did we just talk about there? Okay. That's my political opponent. All right. And I want you to go over there and harass her because no one's going to come in my city and run for mayor. Well, I'm blah, 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 blah. Okay. 16-10-93, which is a criminal section, protects against that. Targeting and prosecution limitations. Okay. They protect against that. Number 6, public perceptions and communities. Now, cute little Q&A here. How does the public perceive police patrols, especially on Halloween during high stakes investigations? So, you know, Halloween is always a very sort of we're really on the notice for a lot of suspicious things. Why? Because Well, you got to think 15 years ago, there was no COVID, nothing like that. So you see a motherfucker walking down the street with a mask on, that is going to give you a reason to pause right there. Nowadays, you see someone with a mask on, you're like, oh, this motherfucker got COVID, cover up, get another mask on or something like that. But when we're talking about Halloween patrol and different types of patrols like that, then we're talking about people who could possibly skate off of that scenario to use it for criminal behavior, going to stick up people, right? It may calling it a trick or a treat or something like that, right? No, it's not. It's a violation against the law is what it is. And your ass is going to jail if we catch you. Period, point blank. Okay, period, point blank. So we want to have open dialogue with the public and with the police when it comes to transparency and stuff like that. And we're going to have varied views on whether political influence affect law enforcement, particularly in controversial cases like the YSL case and some of the other high-profile cases and stuff like that. Does political influence affect law enforcement? Yes, it does. And I'm just part of my job is to shoot you straight. And I've been a cop for 30 years, and I can tell you it just does, because people are just people. People are human, whether they're politicians, whether they're police officers and stuff like that. And that politician may say, hey, Triplet, you want that promotion? Then you better put these charges on this person. Or even more sinister, you better not put these charges on this person, right? We won't let this one slide on under the rug. Does that happen? Absolutely it happens. Absolutely it happens. Is it right? Hell no, it's not right. But does it happen? Yep, it does happen. I'm here to tell you. Overview of the YSL case. Now, here we go. The YSL trial is under scrutiny with the judge, considering a possible mistrial due to procedural issues. This trial has been so screwed up. I tell you what, they say this is the longest running trial in American history. This is the most fucked up trial in Georgia history, or in Georgia history. This is the most fucked up trial in Georgia history right here, because it went from Fannie and her boyfriend screwing and all this other good stuff to all this police corruption, to all types of stuff, public outcry. It just went all over the damn place. So yes, there is something to be said about that. Protest and public demand for trial fairness and transparency, especially from supporters of the defendant. So yeah, and that's what's happened. So people that are supporting YSL trials going, oh look, that Fannie Willis and her whole team can't be trusted, blah, 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 blah. So it should be a mistrial because she doesn't have any credibility. She doesn't have this. She doesn't have that. And I agree with you to a certain point. To a certain point. Fannie Willis in the DA's office did foobar this case. Fucked up beyond all recognition. But understand this. The YSL boys ain't no saints neither. These are cold-blooded fucking killers. These are cold-blooded gangbangers. These are cold-blooded, I will kill you with a blink of an eye drug boys. These ain't no Girl Scouts. Okay? So I believe Fannie's intent was good and it got convoluted. But let's keep our eye on the prize also, that these are some stone hard fucking killers that we're dealing with. These boys are. And I know what you're saying. They say, oh, they're just a rap group. They're just a production company. They're just that and the other shit. Bullshit. When you start rapping and things come to manifest in your raps that you've done, so I go to the club, I go to the bathroom, I find this guy, I shoot this guy, I shoot him in the head twice, then I take a piss in the toilet, then I flush the toilet, then I wash my hands, and I come back out, and I shoot another person that's homeboy or thing going out, and then this and that and the other, and you're rapping to this lyrics, but it's exactly how it happened in real life. I will say you're a dumbass, and you're going to probably get what you fucking deserve. Because you think that no one will ever catch you. You think you're untouchable. No one is untouchable. Not the police, not anybody. No one's untouchable. And yes, all that money they have, you're going to need it. You're going to need it. You're going to need that drug money. I can tell you that right now. You're going to need all those coins, because they're about to ring your ass, and all those 5 to 6 attorneys you paying $200, $500 an hour. Oh, it's going to eat through that money. That you can believe. So absolutely, yes, absolutely. Act like you got some sense. You won't have this issue. So the arguments for the YSL trial or mistrial is jury bias. Okay. Thank you, baby. Let's see here. Lucy says, you better preach. Oh, you already know I'm a preach. I don't give a damn who don't like it. All right. I don't give a damn who don't like it. The truth is the truth. It's real simple. With me, the truth is the truth. Period, point blank. Yeah, Fanny fucked up. I'm not going to lie about that one either. Fucked up, and it's really fucked up that an all-black county just about can't get it right in 2024 because of some bullshit going on. But it's equally as pragmatic that she does have her heart in the right place and going after these motherfuckers. And I agree with that. There's far too many drive-by shootings. There's far too many kids that's being killed by stray bullets from these fucking thugs. Young Thug is right. What do you think they call him fucking Young Thug for? All these little young thugs going out here doing, and then all these other ones are looking at him saying, I want to be just like that. I want to be like Young Thug. I want to do this. I want to do that. Yeah, look what Young Thug's going through right now. If that's the way you want to go, then have at it. Because we got other prosecutors, we got other DAs and stuff like that who's going to see about you too. So keep it up. Be stupid. Okay, jury bias. Possible exposure to media and external influences. That's going to be something that's going to be a big deal in any trial that's a celebrity involved in it. Procedural errors. We talked about this here. We talked about the procedural errors in handling the evidence or witness testimony. When you're talking about big cases like this, yes, there was some screw ups with that also. There was some backroom deals done with the judge and that Woody kid and stuff like that, where they're coercing this kid, and then they didn't let the defense counsel know about it. Okay, this trial is just fucked up beyond all recognition. But does that mean that Young Thug and his crew is innocent? No, that does not mean that at all. That just means we have some damn not professional prosecutors on this case. Misconduct allegations of misconduct by legal or law enforcement officers. We talked about that. Public pressure, influence of high profile protests can impact trial fairness. Judicial concerns. Any missteps in the legal process may compromise the trial's validity. Now, we talked about that also. Public pressure from the outside, all your social medias, all of this, all of that, all your public pressure could come into something like that, okay? Now let's talk about real quick the arguments against the YSL mistrial. Now, here's number one. Is the evidence sufficient? Sufficient evidence to warrant a fair trial without a mistrial? Well, I think we sort of got there because they're talking about plea deals now. All right, witness testimony, key testimonies to uphold trial legitimacies. All right, you know, it's very difficult when you're talking about jury tampering, witness tampering, things like that. It becomes very, very difficult. All right, and it's something that we have to guard against when we're looking at stuff like this. Because yes, does witness intimidation happens? Do jury tampering happens? Absolutely, positively did. Judicial review. The judge can address procedural issues without a full mistrial. And that's what Fanny's people were saying. Okay, fine. So we fucked up on this, but let's not throw the whole case out and give these guys a walking pass to go out here and do it again just because we made a few errors. Okay? And I sort of agree with that. All right? Because I look at things in the spirit of the law. Yeah, maybe they did some fucked up stuff, but at the end of the day, Are there dead bodies laying around that these guys did? Did these guys do drive-bys? Did these guys sell drugs? Did these guys have a criminal enterprise? Did these guys violate the RICO Act? Did these guys did A, B, C, D, E, F, G? Yes, they did. Yes, they did. So yeah, but so cause you spill a little bit of the milk, do we throw the whole fucking container out? No, we don't. We do not do that. We take what's left and salvaged of it, and we go on from there. Upholding the trial's progress supports the judicial system's integrity. All right. So that's another big one there. So, you know, when we are doing these shows, folks, I can tell you right now that it is something that is something that we just don't just throw together. It is something that we take very seriously, and we
with over 50 years of experience and a
sorry about that, guys. It's something that we take very seriously, and it's something that we really want to express that, hey, you know what? We get it, and we want to be fair and impartial to everybody. So when we're putting this show together, the Ask a Cop show, we're depending on you as the citizens to call in to ask us questions, and it's our job to answer them in fair and impartially. If you like this channel, if you support the channel, then I'm asking that you please donate to the channel. You can go to askacop.live. You could make a donation. There's a Cash App here somewhere on this thing, which I don't know how to bring up now. But there is, there's a Cash App right there. So if you wish to send us a Cash App, if you wish to support the channel further so that we can go on and keep bringing you this type of information, we would love to have your support, because God knows everything that happens with this thing costs moolah, okay? And if you want to buy a t-shirt to support, if you want to buy a coffee mug or anything like that, go to askacop.live and support the channel. So God knows that, you know, hey, it is what it is, and we're going to keep bringing you we're going to keep fighting the good fight, and we're going to keep doing what's right. Okay. So when we are talking about the integrity of this show and stuff like that,
hello,
say please just,
how are you?
Please just I'm sorry, I don't know, we're having a little bit of technical difficulties there, but please support the channel, like the channel, and subscribe to the channel always. I know it's Christmas, I know it's Halloween, I know a lot of you are out trick-or-treating with the kids and doing a Halloween thing and stuff like that. I appreciate you guys who did tune in to listen in. We are hardcore here at the Ask Cop Show. We don't take very many breaks, but remember, on Thanksgiving and Christmas, we will take a break those days. We'll probably either do a pre-recorded show, or we may do a show just that following Thursday, okay? So from here, I'm your boy, Daryl Triplett. Here's another episode of Ask a Cop, and I want to say thank you for tuning in, and until next Thursday, peace out. Hey, show's not over with yet. No, really, for real. Thursday, 8 o'clock. Don't be late. And buy some merch, you